Good morning. Okay, so actually it's morning right now, Thursday morning, but I'm filming this for you for Monday afternoon. And so I hope y'all being nice to Miss Nato. All right, so we are going to go through the new lesson today. It's going to be lesson 5.4. It's called Scale Drawing. Okay, so if you will turn in your book to page 217, I'm going to tell you which problems are your homework. Okay, all right, here we go. Circle number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. Turn the page. 25, 27. And then in the review, do number 43, 44, 49, 50, 51, and 52. All right. So scale drawing. I thought, this is going to be a tough one for me to be gone for. So I thought I'd go ahead and teach it on video, and hopefully it'll be very clear. Now remember, I'm very particular. You need to do it exactly as I do it. So when I'm doing something up here on the board, I want you doing it in your graph notebook or on a piece of paper or in your book somewhere. So you're practicing doing it exactly as I'm doing it, okay? And when you do your homework, I want you to show your work. You show your work. Circle your final answer so it'll be easy to grade when I come back tomorrow. Okay, great. So scale drawing, we're going back to page 214. And I want to just start by reading the definition. Up at the top of the page, the green definition box, it says, a scale drawing is a drawing, sort of like this, such that all the ratios of the lengths and the widths in the drawing compared to the actual lengths are equal. So this is 24 centimeters, but it might represent, I don't know, 24 feet in real life. You know, centimeters are sort of small. Actually, here I have my ruler. From here to here is 24 centimeters, but that's going to represent like a real room. And when you have something that looks like this, 24 centimeters by times, we don't say times, we'll say the word by 18 centimeters, that's telling you one of the lengths of the room and the width of the room, okay? And so that's what that is talking about. So if you have a problem like this later today in your homework, and I know you will, and you'll go, I don't know what to do with two of these. Well, I'll show you right now, okay, how you're going to do that. Okay, so we go to the word scale. This is a scale drawing. A scale can be written in two ways, okay, written in two ways. It can look like this. This is an example of a scale. 3 centimeters colon 1 meter. And that means 3 centimeters is going to be this in 3 centimeters in the drawing is going to equal 1 meter in real life. So 3 centimeters on the drawing from here to here would equal 1 meter in real life. That's what that means. And it can look like this with a colon in between it. The second way that you're allowed to write a scale is looking like a fraction. Okay, so 3 centimeters over 1 meter. It still can be read 3 centimeters to 1 meter. That's how we would read it. The numerator, the first number, represents the drawing, the length on the drawing, and the denominator, or the second number, represents the real live length, okay, the actual length. All right, so here we go. I'm going to show you how to find a missing part of this ratio, okay? So the first thing I do is I'm going to take this right here, 3 centimeters to 1 meter. That is my scale. So I would say 3 centimeters over 1 meter. Now remember, you're supposed to be writing this down and doing exactly as I do. And if I want to know the actual length of this part of the room, this is the scale drawing, right? 24 centimeters, this is on the picture, the map, the scale, okay? So 3 centimeters equals 24 centimeters. And I want to know the actual length or width of this room, the actual length of this room. So I'm going to say equals X because I don't know what it is, okay? So how do I do that? There's 2 ways I can do this. Here's the first way. How do I get from 3 to 24? Times 8, yes. So I'm going to put a little times 8 right here. 3 times 8 is 24. And so now I do the very same thing with the denominator. 1 times 8 is 8, yes. And this is meters. So the answer, the unit here will also be meters. Do you understand? So, and this is something we've already done in our math lesson last week, okay? So 3 times 8 is 24, and 1 times 8 is 8. So this 24 centimeters represents in real life 8 meters. So that's really about 24 feet, maybe 25 feet, maybe 26 feet, something like that, if you're wanting to know what that would look like. All right, so this is my answer. So how would I write that as a final answer? Well, I need to make it look maybe something like this. I like this one. So I would say 24 centimeters to 8 meters. And that would be my final answer, okay? If they only want to know what X is, then this would be finished and you could just circle your 8 meters, okay? All right, so now that's just one of the actual sides. What about the length of this? I have to do it a second time with the 18. I have the same scale, 3 centimeters over 1 meter equals 18 centimeters over, 18 centimeters over X, okay? How do I get from 3 to 18? Yes, times 6. And 1 times 6 is 6, and we're talking meters, so it would be 6 meters. So if they just want to know what X is, what the actual length is, you are allowed to just circle that part. But if they want to know the whole ratio, you need to write it like this and circle it. So you have to read your instructions to see what they're asking for, okay? Now we're going to practice. So we're going to skill check 1. You're going to need a ruler. If you don't have your ruler, you've got a little one in your planner, that little 6-inch ruler, that would work. So I'm going to take mine, and we're going to look at page 215, skill check 1, and we're just going to do number 1. It's Harrisburg to Altoona. They want to know, let me read the instructions. Using the map of Pennsylvania above, how far is it between the cities listed? Well, first of all, I need to know what the scale is. Remember the scale? So look up above the map. It says example 1 up above the map. Find the approximate distance, and they're doing Pittsburgh to Philadelphia. The scale is 1 inch to 50 miles. Would you circle that, please? 1 inch to 50 miles. All right, so that's what I'm going to start with, my scale. So I'm going to work it right up here, okay? 1 inch over 50 miles, okay? 1 inch to 50 miles. Now, I need to know how far it is on the scale from, skill check, problem 1, from Harrisburg to Altoona. So I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to measure from Harrisburg to Altoona. Wow. It's not exact. It's a little over an inch. It's a little over 1 inch. I thought when Cody and I did this, it was 1.5 inches, but it is not 1.5 inches. So it's really 1 1/8 inches. Is that what you're getting? That's what we're going to use. So 1 1/8 inches. So this equals 1 1/8 inches over, I want to find the real live distance. And now this is what I measured on my map. And you go, how can I have a mixed number as a numerator? Because that's what we measured on the map. So we go ahead and do that, okay? Now, I'm going to show you the second way that we can work this. Over here, we said, how do we get from 3 to 24? Times 8. 3 times 8. But over here, we're going to do it the second way. And that's going to be by cross multiplication. So we're going to take this and multiply 50 times 1 1/8. Well, we've just finished an entire unit on fractions. Everyone in here should remember how to multiply. So first, let's set up our multiplication problem. 50 times 1 1/8. Well, I make this into a rational number, into a fraction, and I have to get this into an improper fraction. Do you remember that? So 1 times 8 is 8, plus 1 is 9, 9/8. Now you should be writing all of this down. All right, so now I'm ready to, I'm not going to multiply yet because I can cancel out. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 25 divided by 2 is, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Okay, so we have that. Can we cancel out anything else? No, we cannot. So now I'm ready to multiply. 1 times 4 is 4. There's my denominator. 25 times 9, let's see, 100, 225. There we go. 225 over 4. Now, I need to turn that into an into a mixed number. So I divide 225 divided by 4. 225 divided by 4. 4 sixes, 4 fives. 20. 4 into 25 goes 6 times with 1 left over. So my answer was 56 1/4. So I'm going to take this number right here, and because that's the answer to this multiplication problem, and I divide by whatever this is. Well, it's divided by 1. Well, what is 56 1/4 divided by 1? Well, anything divided by 1 is going to be this answer. So my answer is 56 1/4. Correct? So x equals 56 1/4, look at your unit, miles. And that is my final answer. If they want to see the whole ratio, I would say 1 1/8 inches over 56 1/4 miles. Isn't that crazy looking? But is that what they asked for? I don't think so. It says, using the map of Pennsylvania above, how far is it between the cities? So this would be the answer, 56 1/4 miles. Okay? So always read, what are they asking for? Final answer right there. So that we have 2 ways to work it. If you can see that this can easily go into this, you can do it like this, like we've done before. If you cannot see that, then we can do cross multiplication and divide by the oddball, whatever that happens to be. In this case, it was easy because that was a 1. So that was easy to do, right? Okay, so the final answer for us was 56 1/4 miles. All right. All right, turn the page. Now we're going to do the second part of this lesson. Let me erase all of this. Okay, so you know we're doing scale drawings. We've already practiced doing the room. All right? Okay, so on page 216, in the skill check, it says find the scale.